When I first heard about lockdown, truthfully, I was absolutely petrified for my family. Everybody went out panic buying in village, so obviously there was no food.
We're self-employed, my partner and I. We've been running a successful business for 10 years, and unfortunately all of the bookings that we had were cancelling on us for fear of us passing corona on.
The key issues for people in Bolsover were initially the speed at which this disease appeared and the restrictions came in. People were worried about getting food, medication, and also having social contact with other people.
I feared agoraphobia developing or other mental health issues. Communications is key. We produced about 38,000 cards. There's pictures of counsellors, their contact details, so anybody that wanted any help or assistance, they could either phone council or phone their particular counsellor. Bolsover TV was set up a few years ago now. During the pandemic, it has been actually really instrumental in communicating with our residents.
The Community Response Unit was set up to deal with some of the issues that we knew our communities were facing. What's worked really well for us is a conscious decision to take a strategic enabling role rather than trying to control what's going on and being able to link more closely with the voluntary sector on a regular basis.
The Community Response Unit at the County Council was able to help a lot of people, but those people it wasn't able to help, we were able to refer into local organisations for assistance with food, shopping, prescriptions and befriending. We mapped the responses happening in communities all over the district. We identified 35 organisations who were responding, all the way from Facebook groups and local residents up to large organisations, and we supported them with best practice, finding funding and also connecting them together where possible.
The lockdowns really caught people out. In the first lockdown especially, people didn't have food in the cupboards and they were isolating. And then obviously we had the general issues of people losing their jobs or furloughing and struggling on 80% of money instead of the full 100%. And all of those things impacted on what people needed. Freedom is a charity that works across post-mining communities in North East Derbyshire, providing support and care for the most vulnerable on the edge of society. The types of service that we use at the moment to support people are obviously a food bank system. We have online and phone-based advice systems, so you can get benefits advice, debt advice, housing, mental health support through that. We've got 2 at the moment, but expanding to 4 counsellors to help with mental health related issues. We're really passionate about micro-business. With so many people who have been unemployed, who have relied on other people, actually encouraging some of them to set up their own small businesses is really important. It gives them aspiration and hope. So what we've done is we've set up our own micro-business centre that we're going to have, where we've got desk space for people, post boxes, free internet access, free use of the facilities so that people can start these businesses and just get them off the ground.
The pandemic's had an incredibly negative impact on myself and my family and my business. We ran our business for 10 years. We take animals around to nurseries and primary schools. And due to COVID, we've not been able to work. We can't go to care homes, we can't go to schools. So therefore, we're not getting any money. My partner and I are now having to rely on universal credits and food banks. When the initial rollout of the universal credits came to us, we were told we'd have to wait for 7 weeks for any kind of money. And I contacted one of our local counsellors and she put me in touch with Freedom. It was a very simple process. I rang Freedom, they asked me how many people lived in my house, and within 2 days they put a food parcel on my doorstep.
Community Unity Project was formed in response to COVID. We are a local community support group. There was a massive need for assistance across all of our community residents, and basically we are a mutual aid group, if you like, where everyone is now sort of coming together to help each other. We also aim to make sure that we're giving correct advice through social media. We have our own Facebook page where we're also encouraging people to gift. So if someone's no use for something, they will gift it on to someone that needs it. We've chosen to take the route of delivery of food parcels, and those enquiries come in through a host of different ways, and then we sort of respond by taking food parcels to those that need the food parcels, and we use that also as an opportunity to try and find the underlying reasons behind people's problems, and really just to see if there's a need for longer term support.
I seen a notice on Facebook about mental health and how the pandemic was infecting people. So I got in touch with CUP. They signposted me to my GP, who then got in touch with me mental health at Killamarsh. CUP also brought me some provisions to help me, and also they brought me an activity pack that I could do to keep my mind occupied, and CUP kept checking in on me to make sure I was okay.
This pandemic, I think what's happened is the fear, the crisis has brought a lot of people together, and it's recreated that community spirit.
Collaboration is a really key part of working as a community. It's really great to use everybody's different skills. It's really useful when one organisation has got something that the other doesn't have, and it's really useful to be able to share those resources across multiple sites.
We are here to help people. If CUP can't provide the help to the individual, we can always signpost and find another organisation that can help.
Moving forward through the pandemic, support that I'd like to continue really would be from the Freedom Project, and as well as friends and family as well, that continuance of people asking how you are, making sure you have everything you need, and just being there for each other.
Truthfully, if it hadn't been for CUP, then I don't think we'd have the community that we've got now. Now the village is gelled together and everybody's helping everybody, and it's a much nicer place to live.